Mark chapter 4. Welcome back, friend. Settle in wherever you are. Let your body relax. Let your shoulders soften and your breathing slow down. You don't have to hold anything right now. Just let peace begin to rise in you, like a calm tide. God is near, and He is so glad you are here. A story about planting seed. Again, he began to teach by the seaside. A great multitude was gathered to him, so that he entered into a boat at the sea and sat down. All the multitude were on the land by the sea. He taught them many things in parables, and told them in his teaching, "Listen, behold, the farmer went out to sow. As he sowed, some seeds fell by the road, and the birds came and devoured it. Others fell on the rocky ground, where it had little soil, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of soil. When the sun had risen, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. Others fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it out, and it yielded no fruit. Others fell into the good ground and yielded fruit, growing up and increasing. Some produced 30 times, some 60 times, and some 100 times as much. He said, "Whoever has ears to hear, let him hear." Reflection. As you get comfortable, let everything in you begin to slow down. Picture the shoreline where Jesus taught. The water moving softly. The air quiet and warm. The sun is low. It's just you and the echo of his story floating on the evening air. A sower went out to sow. If there are places in you that feel worn down, rocky, or tangled, God already knows. He tends the soil, and He is the one that can bring growth. All He asks of you right now is to rest in His care. So, as you breathe out, let go. Let your heart soften and open. Let His words settle quietly within you, and trust that even in the dark, something very good is taking root. Hold that calm in your breathing, and come with me into the next passage. Jesus tells why He uses stories. When He was alone, those who were around Him with the 12 asked Him about the parables. He said to them, "To you is given the mystery of God's kingdom, but to those who are outside, all things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest perhaps they should turn again, and their sin should be forgiven them." He said to them, "Don't you understand this parable? How will you understand all of the parables? The farmer sows the word. The ones by the road are the ones with the word where it's sown. And when they have heard, immediately Satan comes and takes away the word which has been sown in them. These, in the same way, are those who are sown into rocky places, who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with joy. They have no root in themselves, but are short-lived. When oppression or persecution arises because of the word, immediately they stumble. Others are those who are sown among thorns. These are those who have heard the word, and the cares of this age, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in choke the word, and it becomes unfruitful. Those which are sown on good ground are those who hear the word, accept it, and bear fruit, some 30 times, some 60 times, and some 100 times. Reflection. Seeds start so small, quiet, unnoticed, but in Jesus' hands, the smallest beginnings carry incredible possibilities. Maybe your heart needs that reminder tonight that God grows beautiful things from tiny steps of faith. If you are getting sleepy, that's completely okay. Breathe in gently, and as you exhale, let your whole body soften. It's okay to fall asleep and just let your heart listen. Let's continue slowly and gently. Use what you have. He said to them, "Is a lamp brought to be under a basket or under a bed? Isn't it put on a stand? For there is nothing hidden except that it should be made known. Neither was anything made secret, but that it should come to light. If any man has ears to hear, let him hear." He said to them, "Take heed what you hear. With whatever measure you measure it, it will be measured to you, and more will be given to you who hear. For whoever has, to him will be given, and he who doesn't have, even that which he has will be taken away from him." Reflection. Jesus talks about light, how it isn't meant to be hidden, how it's meant to shine. Even the quietest light pushes back darkness. Maybe there's a soft glow in your own life too. Something God is nurturing, gently, patiently, beautifully. Now, let's move deeper into the chapter. He said, God's kingdom is as if a man should cast seed on the earth, and should sleep and rise night and day, and the seed should bring up and grow, though he doesn't know how. For the earth bears fruit by itself, first by the blade, then the ear, then the full grain in the ear. But when the fruit is ripe, immediately he puts in the sickle, because the harvest has come. He said, how will we liken God's kingdom? Or with what parable will we illustrate it? It is like a grain of mustard seed, which, when sown in the earth, though it is less than all the seeds that are here on earth, yet when it is sown, grows up and becomes greater than all the herbs, and puts out great branches, so that the birds of the sky can lodge under its shadow. With many such parables, he spoke the words to them as they were able to hear it. Without a parable, he didn't speak to them, but privately to his own disciples, he explained everything. Reflection. The kingdom grows even when we can't see it. Even when we are asleep. Even when we don't understand how. God works in hidden places, quiet places, heart places. He is working in you tonight too, in ways that you may not see yet. Jesus stops a storm. On that day, when evening had come, he said to them, "Let's go over to the other side." Leaving the multitude, they took him with them, even as he was in the boat. Other small boats were also with him. A big windstorm arose, and the waves beat against the boat, so much so that the boat was already filled. He himself was in the stern, asleep on the cushion. And they woke him and asked him, "Teacher, don't you care that we are dying?" He awoke and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." The wind ceased, and there was a great calm. He said to them, "Why are you so afraid? How is it that you have no faith?" They were greatly afraid and said to one another, "Who then is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" Reflection. The wind, the waves, the fear, and then his voice, "Quiet, be still," and everything listens. Maybe there are storms that you're carrying too, but Jesus, he's not afraid of them. Let his peace settle over you like calm water. Final reflection. Mark chapter 4 is full of gentle truths, small seeds, quiet light, hidden growth, and a Savior who calms storms with a whisper. Let those truths rest on your heart tonight. Here's our closing blessing. May the peace of God surround you now. May his presence quiet every fear. Sleep deeply in his love and know that he is watching over you. Good night, friend. You are safe. You are loved. Rest now.